What you are about to learn will not fix all your past mistakes, but it will prevent you from ever again making the same kind of error. After you've done that, I'll show you how to get more help on this important topic of writing. Hi, I'm Terry Daugherty. I teach English. Mostly, my students are first-year American and international students. Many are like I was a few years back, first-generation college students from families with more experience in earning a living than in walking the halls of academia. I spent a lot of time on your side of the desk. It was usually a little awkward. You'd like to do better at your writing. You'd like to do better in your grades. You need to clean up your act as a writer. Okay, or maybe you just want to get off to a good start next year. I can help you. During office hours, I'll help you solve a common writer's problem, often by doing less to get a better grade. Writing at the university level is solving 100 simple problems to complete one complex task. Getting a lot done during your first semester begins with not doing more than you need to do. By the end of this video, you will know a few things to do and many more things to avoid doing. If you want to ace the course, this is where you begin. Not everything needs to be done the hard way. The American university grading system takes a little getting used to, but it's nothing you can't master. If you have never taken an American university course, you need to know the ground rules. This series will keep you on the road and out of the ditch for the rest of your university career. Let's start with the case of too many fonts. You may have seen papers like this. You may have gotten back essays like this. These are hard to stomach. They need not be fatal to your grade. Like a minor heart attack or a slightly sprained ankle, you will survive them. If you learn enough from the experience to avoid a major academic heart attack or a broken leg in the future, all will be good. Take your C for the warning it is, and you need not wade into the murky end of the grading system again. This is actually a pretty good essay. JJ's organization and ideas are quite good. A little tweaking should put him right enough. Let's look at it. What needs tweaking? Filter out the red and yellow graffiti. Not many things are not up to standards, but what is ruins the whole paper and ruins JJ's grade. I'll show you how to keep this from happening to your next paper. Just 3 settings in the font menu will prevent almost every error of this type for a college essay. Okay, let's actually go into Word and take a look at the essay. Let's see what we can do to kind of unwind things and give JJ some recommendations on what to do in the future. All right, this is his essay. Well, there's a lot of red there, but we can make a lot of it go away if we can just fix it. So first thing you want to do is go to font. Font is this area up here, and it's marked accordingly enough. Font. You've got a lot of possible things to do there. You can go in and open it up, and you have hundreds of possible fonts that you can work with. And we can go over here and we can change the size of those fonts all over the place. Everything from 1 to 999. We can fill the page with a letter if we want to, but we don't really want to do that. Over here, we can move things up and down. We can make them a little smaller, make them a little bigger. We can go in and identify particular sentences and set them in sentence case or make them in all lowercase or all uppercase. There's a lot of possibilities here. This is a powerful tool. And we can change the color of things. Let's go down here and take a look at this paper. Okay, we've got a paper, and let's see, we've got bold and we've got italics. Let's take them away and see if it doesn't look a little better. We could, if we were JJ, we would go in and go bold, italics. Let's underline these babies, and maybe we'll highlight them with some colors, and we'll add some more colors to it to make it interesting. And I think the professor is just going to love this stuff. And yeah, here we go. All right, different colors. It's happening. Well, it's not. And here's what you need to know. Forget the bolding. Forget the italics. Forget the underlining. If you never use them again, your grades are going to be okay. There's places, but not many. Up here, all these wonderful types of fonts that you could choose from. Choose that one. Times New Roman. Can't go wrong. There's other possible ways to go, but if you stay with Times New Roman, you're never going to get in trouble. And set it to size 12. There's almost never a situation where anything except size 12 is going to contribute to getting you a higher grade. So let's go with size 12. Skip by all these other enhancements down here. Don't need any of them. Stay with good old-fashioned automatic black ink. That's all you need. We're ready to go. We've got Times New Roman. We have set it to 12. It is black. Most of the mistakes on this paper, if we just change it and identify those changes, it will go to where we want it to go. This is what we want it to look like. We want the Times New Roman, we want the regular, and we want size 12. If we have those three things done to the paper, well, you see over my shoulder, we're back into A territory. And this is what JJ needs. This is what JJ wants. And this is what we want for JJ. And all he has to do is follow those three rules, and he's good. So to review, you open up Word, you click on Font, you look at all those possibilities, and you say, no, I don't want those possibilities. I want to do the right thing. I want to do the simple thing. So Word currently offers nearly 200 typefaces. You need one. 3 enhancements to your standard type style: bold, italic, underlined. You don't need any of that stuff. The colors of the rainbow and the stars, in addition to plain old black. You're going to use plain old black because that's going to get you to an A. Size, anything from so small you can't see it to so large it fits on the whole page. You only need size 12. A letter can be nearly invisible or fill the page, but it doesn't do you any good. You can control the position of letters on the line, up, down, almost sideways. Which should you use? Very few of them, and not too often. Many of them, never. What must you do? Times New Roman. Size 12, standard black. Remember that. Do that. And you're going to do just fine on this aspect of your paper. Remember, don't just try a little of everything. Just don't. This is not kids' play. A general principle of all art is simplicity. Importantly, you don't want to get off track with the APA. The The American Psychological Association, what do they got to do with this? They've got a lot to do with it if you're writing for most liberal arts courses because they set the standards. Teachers use this or something similar as a standard for grading. You need to know what their standards are and then just follow them. APA version 6 is very specific, and this is what I want you to remember. Use Times New Roman 12. Don't color it, don't bold, and don't italicize. Definitely don't set it smaller or bigger than your reader expects to see. Size 12. APA version 7 is more forgiving, but if you follow version 6 and don't get creative, you will take less risk with your grade. But can't you ever use all those neat options? You can use bold for your title and your section headers. Okay, I'll give you that. If you include the titles of other works, you should put them in italics. Otherwise, wait for your master's thesis to get fancy. And by then, you'll know not to do it. Being simple and highly predictable on fonts won't turn a stupid essay into an A, but it may prevent what should be an A from turning into a C. If you've gotten something from this video, you'll love my next video. For struggling but undefeated first years, there's more ways to win by doing less. There are a dozen simple procedures that will turn C's into A's. Some are already waiting for you, and some are still under construction. If you want to get an email notification once they're ready for you, make sure that you hit the subscription button below and ring the notification bell. See you next time.